For me, honestly, therapy saved my life and allowed me to be here. I was passing through a really turbulent moment in my life. Cutting the story short, breakup, got fired. And I came here actually to find like peace of mind. Settle down because I don't believe I will settle down anywhere anytime soon.
No, maybe who
But
knows?
maybe for like
You will find
karma.
maybe you will find that Leonardo DiCaprio.
I decided not to go back to Brazil. I had a lot of friends that went back, to be fair. And I stood up to like the tough moments.
How did you overcome that?
Therapy. A lot of therapy.
What's your name and where you from?
Hi, I'm Bia. I'm from Brazil.
For how long you been in the Philippines?
In the Philippines is gonna be a month and 1 week. Yeah.
And for how long you have been in Siargao?
A month and a week. Yes.
How did you know about Siargao?
So actually I have a Filipino friend, Marie, that hosts these trips. And then I was just cruising in the internet and I was talking with her about something else. And I always wanted to join her trips, but I never had the opportunity. I couldn't because of work. And then was the perfect moment. So I actually just bought my ticket 15 days before. And then I came to Siargao. I didn't know much, to be fair. I didn't know anything, to be fair.
Was this your first time in the Philippines?
It's my first time in Asia and in the Philippines. Yes, it's amazing.
What is like traveling in Asia or in the Philippines as a solo traveler?
I found it really safe. I mean, I'm from Rio, so my benchmark is different. It's way easier and way chiller than I thought. Of course, there's a bit of that shock of like the language and something, but everybody's so nice. And I don't know, like here in Siargao, I think the island just have its own energy. So I don't know. I haven't been to any other place just yet, but I can tell you later.
Right. Okay, I mean, besides Siargao, are you planning to go to any other island?
Yes, so I'm going to Siquijor. Maybe I'm not butchering it on Wednesday. And then maybe Palawan, but I'm not sure yet. I'm just going with the flow right now.
Have you done your research about Siargao?
Yes, a little bit. So actually the best way to travel is just talk with people and then they give you the advice. So someone I met in a co-working space said like, for what you're looking for, Siquijor is amazing. I heard that it's like the beach islands, a bit more holistic, is less party than Siargao. Way smaller, so it's way less touristic than some of the islands, but it's growing and that is supposed to be beautiful. Yeah.
No, I mean, I have been to Siargao like once, stayed there for 21 days.
21?
Yeah, I stayed there for 21 days. I'm pretty sure you're going to love it. The experience there is totally different comparing to Siargao, as you said. Less party that side. But let me ask you, right? Since you decided to come this side, like coming to the Philippines, did Siargao meet your expectation?
Yes, because I had no expectations, to be fair. I didn't know what I was walking to. But if I had any, it exceeded in like 20 times, to be fair. Siargao was just such an incredible place. And for what I was looking for, it was amazing. Yeah.
Were you able to surf?
Almost every day. Actually, I'm going tomorrow at 5:30 before I leave. So, yes. Yeah.
And what is like catching waves? Because in your shirt is written, catching waves, not feeling.
It's easy and it's amazing. So actually, I've been surfing for a while, but here is honestly the only place where I'm like, okay, I went from being a okay-ish beginner to intermediate to like a better, not great, but better surfer. And it's just like the waves are amazing. Just the whole process of going surfing here is way cooler. The teachers are incredible. And yeah, and you just have the best time.
What is something that you have learned about yourself throughout these 1 month and 1 week on the island?
Okay. I talk a lot, so feel free to cut me.
I love that.
So I came here actually with the idea to reconnect with myself. I was passing through a really turbulent moment in my life. Cutting the story short, breakup, got fired. And I came here actually to find like peace of mind and to reconnect. So I learned a lot, honestly. I learned how to take it more easy. I think everybody would tell you about Siargao, that the island has its own rhythm, and it's true. And for me, it was really important to kind of like learn how to slow down. I also learned that I'm way more maybe friendly and like passionate than I thought I was. And like by talking with different people and just hearing their perspective about me, I was like, wow, like it really helped me to change the image I have for myself. And I learned a lot about life in itself and just enjoy and be nicer with people. I think like I love traveling because everybody that you meet will teach you something, either you want it or not. And so I learned a lot, honestly, and I'm still learning. Let's go. Cheers.
Okay, cheers. Cheers. Guys, we back. So, I mean, what do you think about the beer?
It's good. It's good.
It's good, yeah?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, especially on the island. So let me ask you, like, you traveling around, was it always something that had been with you? Or because of the situation that you went through, that you decided, like, okay, now it's time for me to go and travel?
No, I think I always had that. And I think with what happened with me, it just brought that back of like, as I said, I came here to kind of like slow down, but also to reconnect with myself. And I think it was life push to kind of like double punch, being like, wake up to who you really are. Because I left Brazil when I was 18 and I actually immigrated to Portugal. And then I was living in Portugal and then I traveled the whole Europe by myself, like since I was 18. And so that was always part of my personality. And I always said, actually, it's so funny that you asked because I always said, since I was young, that like my dream was to travel the world. I didn't want to have kids. I didn't want to get married. To ask, my dream job would be to be international representative in National Geographic.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's so far away from that, but
I mean, you can choose.
I mean, if they are watching, huh?
Yeah, please.
Hey, come on.
Please, she can just submit the CV if you guys are looking for one and she speaks many languages.
And I like to talk, huh?
Yeah, no. So yeah, so you have been you traveled like the whole Europe, like half of it.
Yeah, most of it. Definitely the most like classical part, the one that everybody does, and then most of Eastern Europe, and I did most of it by myself. And then go ahead, sorry.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but like for you, what it was like living Brazil, 18 years old, literally like teenager.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're still and on your own. Like, no, because because I'm here like thinking, yeah, what did your family or even your parents, they thought about it?
They didn't know. I mean, they got to know really close to it. So the whole thing is, I think I always had this little bug of like, I want to go, I want to travel. My mom actually has a really beautiful saying that she says that she creates children to like fly in the world.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That was a horrible translation from the Portuguese. But she always said that, and she said that she always knew I would be someone to kind of like spread my wings. And then I actually left because of uni, because I was like, just to think, I love Rio. Rio for me is the most beautiful city in the world. But the feeling of seeing everybody around me, their life, and feeling like, oh, that's gonna be my life. I'm gonna follow their footsteps. This is gonna be the neighborhood I'm gonna be living for the next 20 years. It just really didn't sit right with me. So then I applied for university without telling anyone. I was already doing uni. Yes, I was already doing uni in Rio. Applied for university. I was already working and saving some cash. I done all the process, pass, apply for the visa. But because I was underage, my mom needed to know. So then I told my mom, and then she's like, okay, let's wait to tell your dad. And then my mom was super happy. And she was like, yeah, perfect. I will make your room a working area. And my dad was crying. It was so funny. But they were happy it was Portugal. Portugal is a super safe country. It's really nice. This was already 9 years ago. And then, yeah, to be fair, I think I didn't thought much about it on the time. I think when you're younger, you have way less fear than you're older. So for me, I had way more fear now, although I've been living by myself for the last 9 years. I traveled the whole Europe. And it was not all because of the places that I was going. It was just generally like, oh my God, what I'm doing. And back then I was like, yeah, let's go.
Let's go, yeah.
Of course I had moments, but I think especially now too, I'm saying this out loud all the time. Go with fear. Like, just go. Because if you wait until you don't have a fear, you're never going. You're never doing things. So you have to step away from your comfort zone and just go. And I have a little crazy side to me. So I just, let's go. I am a yes person, so I just went. And then, of course, they had some really tough moments. I think especially immigrating, not just going on travel, right? Building a life in another country by yourself, you do really well. It's really hard. And
And sometimes people, they don't even our parents, our family back home, they don't get to see that.
yeah, I think it's really romanticized. I mean, it's amazing. I wouldn't change it for anything. I decided not to go back to Brazil. I had a lot of friends that went back, to be fair. And I stood up to like the tough moments. And yeah, people just don't talk much about it. Like we glamorize, right? Like social media is fake. So you say the nice part, which is like you're traveling, you're going to nice places, but there is a really dark side to it, like a really tough side to it. Yeah.
And throughout this journey, you decided to open a YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So can you tell us more on why you decided to open a YouTube page?
Of course. So one of the reasons is you, actually, and you know the story. So I haven't opened just yet. I mean, it's there. I did the logo, huh?
Okay. So what's the name now?
It's just Bia. It's just Bea, and then in parentheses, just B.
Okay.
It's a joke. It doesn't make sense right now, but when you read it, it does make sense. But the whole thing is, in this journey, right? Like I was trying to, the most I start talking with people, the most I realize that a lot of people are passing through the same things. And again, as I was saying before, we tend to glamorize and romanticize things.
Yeah.
And I love content creation and I love social media, and I think there's some great people out there. But at least for me, I was like, it was missing a little bit some authenticity.
Yeah, you. And yeah, sorry. So, someone was passing by. So we're talking about
my YouTube channel. And then even before coming, I was like, okay, I just want to start putting. I love talking, as you can clearly see.
Which we love it as well.
And sometimes, and more and more, I start hearing from people that I was funny. I mean, I don't know who was the one saying that, but. And then I was just like, okay, like I start recording myself and I start saying like, oh, let's give it a shot. But then he hit a whole roadblock. And then I met you and Lorenzo and Habib. And then all of them are amazing content creators, really great guys. And they're just like, yeah, just do it. And then we start talking, of course. And then all of you guys were actually the ones saying like, hey, like you communicate really well. You do have a story and you do have something to tell. As a woman that travel alone, but also an immigrant, but also someone trying to build her own business. So I was like, yeah. And yeah, so I interviewed 3 people already. I haven't launched the channel just yet. I was just trying to first post on other social medias so I don't launch a YouTube channel for no one. But it's going. And thank you so much for motivating me.
No, I mean, like for me, I think thank you so much for being open-minded as well. To listen to our advice too, because you could say, okay, I don't need your advice and whatever, but you were there, you were able to listen to our advice, and then you took it to the next step. Because, I mean, for you guys that are like maybe just watching, Bia for the first time, all her info is gonna be on the description below. Go and watch her interviews. She does really well, like really well. I always ask this to most of the people that I kind of interview. When it comes to life perspective, as you said, when you're in Brazil, was like you need to go to uni, you need to build a family, but now here you found yourself like miles away from home and not having the so-called traditional job. For you, like for all these, in life perspective, how do you see this? The position that you are right now, and how happy are you with the achievement that you have conquered so far?
So first of all, I think I already broke a little bit of the perspective a while, right? Because I immigrated, I went out, and as I said, I do think I was a bit untraditional because I never wanted to have kids. But funny enough, the life I was living like 6 months ago was definitely the opposite, which I keep telling people, even in the past. I was like, no, because I left home and I'm traveling. No, I was living a super like corporate job, relationship, you were buying a house, and I was super unhappy. There was other things, right? But my job was not nice. And of course, passing through everything was really hard. But I was even reflecting on this today. I am much happier now that I've been in the last like 7 months this year. because I'm allowing myself to do what I like and to actually be myself. And of course, even though I think I have a traditional perspective on life too, sometimes it's a little bit scary. We had this conversation. I think it requires a lot of strength. It requires a lot of discipline, which is the hard part.
Especially being in Siargao.
Yes, in Siargao is hard.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to Siargao to try to focus on it. But yeah, like it's hard and it can be a lonely road. So as you know, I interviewed Nikki,
Yeah.
which is also doing something similar, and she shared like it's really lonely and it gets really hard along the way, but I think is incredibly more rewarding. And having the flexibility to live life on your terms, because in the end of the day, it's like we're all not going to be here at one moment, right? Like we never know what is happening in the day or tomorrow. So just being able today, I woke up, I went surfing, I went to the beach. Yes, I still work quite a lot today, but I lived my life and I'm here now with you, having a nice conversation, sharing a beer. So yeah, I think it's really rewarding. I'm incredibly happy, way more happier. Of course, it's not easy. And I think, again, let's not over romanticize. It's also not for everyone. But I think if you have that itch, you should go and try it. Be smart about it in the way you do it. But definitely for me, I think life was throwing punches on the last like a year and a half until I followed this path. Because about a year ago, I also faced a complicated situation and I didn't follow the path that life wanted, the universe wanted me to follow. And then this happened this year and they're like, now you learn, now you go. So yeah, it's been amazing.
So you said you wanted to come to Siargao to kind of find yourself. So do you think you have found yourself?
No, because I don't think you ever find yourself because you're going to be so many different versions of yourself, right? I think I definitely got more in touch with myself. So I have much more self-love now. I know what I want and what I don't want. I can speak up about my truth. But I think we focus too much on, I need to focus, I need to find myself. I need to nail life. And sometimes you just need to leave. You just need to experience things. You just need really to go and to see what the universe will bring to you. Because I actually just did a video on this today and I have a part that says, I don't think you actually ever find yourself. Not that you're lost, but I think you have so many versions, right? So you always need to be in touch with yourself every step of the way because the person that you were 6 months ago is not the person who you are now. What I wanted 6 months ago is not what I want now anymore. So trying to be that version of me wouldn't be good enough.
Okay. What would you tell to your younger beer?
Ooh, relax. Enjoy, and just don't work too hard. I mean, I don't regret anything that I've done. I think life works exactly in the way that it should. But I think I definitely followed the classical, I need to climb the corporate ladder and work, especially because I left home so early. And then I needed to provide for myself. And I started providing for myself really young, which is amazing. Yeah. But I just work so much. I am 28 and I had already 3 burnouts. This is insane. I had a crazy long-term burnout that lasted almost 8 months working for a corporation that is not worth it. And for people that were not worth it. And so if I could go back and have a coffee with my younger self, I would just say first, love yourself. Your self-worth is not dependent on anyone else, just you. And we need to give ourselves love first. And also just don't work that hard. Or if you do, work for yourself. Yeah.
And what message would you give to other women? Probably they're going through a hard time as well. Uncertainty, right? They're in a position that they're not sure about what they want. They're kind of confused right now.
Yeah.
Maybe, they're coming out of breakup. Oh, not even just that. They might be in a relationship as well, but they would love to have the same courage as you, which is get my passport. Let me see how outside looks like, which is traveling around. What message would you give to?
That's a hard question, huh? I think first is trust your guts. I think I always talk about my situation. I was like, oh, I never saw it coming. I did. Like your body tells you, you feel. I was unhappy, I was stressed, so many things were happening with my hormones. So first is trying to really listen to yourself. I think for women, we have a beautiful thing, which is the community of women that we have around us. And if it wasn't my friends, actually, if it wasn't my best friend, I would never have bought the ticket.
Wow.
So also find like, raise your hand and ask for help, because I am a hyper independent woman. So I kind of was expecting that people would help me without asking for help. And then when I realized like, no, you need to step up, you need to ask for help. So don't be afraid to ask for help, but also don't try to fix everything at the same time. I think like it just takes time. I think process your feelings. I think we are in a generation and in a time that we're just always looking for the next things. We don't want to feel. We don't want to say that we broke up. We don't want to say that we break down. Just like give time to process your feelings. Really feel your feelings and your emotions. I am a girl that I have a lot of emotions, and I feel all of them. Just give yourself time to process and really allow yourself to feel that. And then if there is a tiny itch on you that is saying I should go, just go. I know for me it's really easy to say that, but talk with other women. Like this is the reason actually why I wanted to create the podcast, because when I start being so open about my situation, so many women came forward and saying, this happened, I wish I had your courage, I want to do something like that. So find comfort in other persons. I mean, not for self-validation, but just talk about it and just find this community. And as I said before, if you have fear, go with fear. Like, don't wait the perfect moment, the perfect conditions. Don't wait that things will be perfect, because they are not. Like, I'm doing much better and I'm really happy, but I'm still healing from so many things. Haven't been even 3 months now. So it's hard. And it's not gonna be easy every day, but you're gonna feel way better when you start to reconnect with yourself.
Everything that you went through, right? Like in life, you know, the three burnout that you just have mentioned. How did you overcome that? You know, because it's not really easy, as you say, you're super young, and then you went, through all these phases in life. How did you overcome that?
Therapy. A lot of therapy. And actually, yeah. And actually, I do therapy for many, many years. And I didn't start it for the right reasons. Let's say my parents put me there because they didn't want to take care of it. But I'm so glad they did, because it was the place that allowed me to find comfort and to feel my emotions and to process my emotions. So that was really, really important. And also, again, having this, although I've been living abroad, I made a really amazing group of friends that each one of us is in a different country and continent, but it's a support system. And my support system is even more my friends and my family. So for sure, therapy, don't skip therapy, spend the money. Like, you're gonna spend money in beer either way, so just go into therapy. Like for me, honestly, therapy saved my life and allowed me to be here and to, process my feelings and to be able to survive each step. Like you don't need to do things alone. That's the first thing. And second, have the support system, ask for help. And it's not easy. And again, I didn't necessarily overcome my burnouts because I just went from one to another.
Yeah.
Until people that really love me said like something is wrong, right? Or my therapist was also like, hey, like we need to stop again. And I think there is I don't want to say a lot because I think you just need to be in touch with yourself, because what works for me is not going to work for you, right? You really need to try to listen to yourself, but it's really hard because once we listen to ourselves, we have to face the good sides and the bad sides, right? And we need to take accountability for the things that are also our fault. But I would say start from there.
Okay. And guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed, this, I would call it the podcast, because it has been like maybe 30 minutes or 20 minutes. But
deep conversation.
Deep conversation.
So sorry.
No, actually we love that. We love that. Thank you so much for being so open and to share your story as well. I'm gonna be asking some questions about, about Siargao.
Go ahead.
It is a place you would consider maybe to come back and settle down?
Yes. definitely. Not settle down because I don't believe I will be settled down anywhere anytime soon.
No, maybe you. Who
But
knows?
maybe for like
You will
4 months.
Maybe you will find that Leonardo DiCaprio.
I can't believe you said that.
Like we never know. Like we never know. No.
Okay.
No, but I mean, definitely you will like really need a good reason. But is it like an island? Maybe in the future you would consider maybe settle down or even come back. Yeah.
I would prefer Siargao to stay longer term than shorter term. I think shorter terms there are other places that might be more interesting.
Okay.
Because I think Siargao is really great for the lifestyle you have. So that's a bit what I did. So like I was here, I was working, I was doing my yoga, I was going to the gym, I was surfing, and I was exploring more in the weekends. But definitely Siargao and I hear this from everyone now. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And can you mention 3 things that you love the most about the island?
Yes, the surfing.
Surfing, number 1.
The coconuts.
Okay.
Like the coconuts and the coconut trees, because it also reminds me a lot of Brazil, and I felt right.
Actually, like a lot of people that said like Philippines is kind of similar to Brazil.
I
For
heard
you,
that.
okay.
I heard that the Philippines, but especially Siargao, was the Brazil of Asia.
Yeah.
And for me, yes, I felt right at home because, like, I think it's the style of life that you have in the island. Not with all places in Brazil, because Brazil is huge, but some places. Also, the climate, not the food, but more like the fruits, the coconut stuff. So I felt the connection. And then the third thing would be, so I said the coconuts and the coconut trees. Definitely the island vibe and just lifestyle. As I said, the first thing that people told me when I arrived is like, Siargao has its own pace and you need to adjust to it. Like if you're city girl life, like that's behind. And it is hard, huh? When it's 7 p.m. and you're like, why am I so tired? yeah.
And because this is what I always talk to my friends, like an example. If I'm coming from the city, if I live in the city, I wouldn't want to go to a city anymore. Like an example, you're coming from Portugal or Europe. When you come to the Philippines, you wouldn't want to stay in Manila.
Absolutely not. With all the respect, huh?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to stay in Manila. That's why many foreigners that they come here, they lay over in Manila, and then from there they just get planes to to different islands.
Yeah, I am definitely not a city person anymore.
But you need to come to Manila at least for 2 days.
I mean, if you invite me, I will.
You're gonna have it.
For me, like this whole Asia trip and whatever I go next, I'm really, unless really select cities, I'm really avoiding cities. I only want to go to the islands. And I think when I think Philippines, there's so many islands that just going to the city doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, absolutely.
More than 7,000 islands.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Pia, lastly, what advice do you give for foreigners coming to Siargao?
Okay, to Siargao. Okay, so I would say don't try to overplan it, first of all, because I think Siargao has this magic, which is you're just gonna meet people, things is just gonna happen. You just need to follow the life, that the vibe of the island. Second, definitely take out cash before. So if you can take out cash in the airport.
Yes. No. I think in the airport is gonna be a lot of money.
I mean, for me, it was fine. But when it was the fiesta, I had 0 cash and I was running around in 20 ATMs and no money. I was actually asking people hey, can you pay me a beer? It's ridiculous. So that is a big one. And I would say to plan your flights well, depending where you're coming, because I didn't mess it up, but I definitely forgot some details and I was just exhausted. And if you come to Siargao, you have to surf. Don't miss the opportunity. It's the easiest ways to learn. I mean, from the one that I tried.
How are you going to Siargao? By plane?
Yeah, so I'm flying to Cebu and then I'm picking a ferry from Cebu.
Oh, you're going by ferry? 6 hours, 7 hours?
It's 4 hours ferry. Yeah. It's cool. They have internet. They have business lounge if you want. I'm not going to business lounge, but yeah. It's way easier to travel in the Philippines than I thought it would be.
Yeah, because if, an example, me coming to Manila, I don't really get a plane from Manila to Siargao.
No?
I don't do that.
What did you do?
So I go to, there's this nearby island or province, Butuan.
Okay.
So what I do is way cheaper. Coming here, I bought my ticket for 1,700 pesos.
How much? Those are
One-
like 20
one-
euros. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, 20, maybe 20 or 18.
Wow, that's so much cheaper.
So what I do is I go there, and then from Butuan I get a van of 3 hours
Okay.
to the ferry. I mean to the port, and then I get a ferry from Dapa to here.
You pick the ferry for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like what? 5 to 6 hours.
I would also try to avoid Manila airport, and then depending where you're coming, just fly to Cebu because it is possible actually. So I came from Amsterdam, and then there was flights to Cebu if I wanted to. I just booked the one from Manila because again, I didn't know what I was doing. I would definitely try it. Manila airport is really stressful. Yeah,
I know.
But because I came by plane, I just book a connecting flight. So yeah. But that's a great advice. No?
Yeah. That's what I do. I've been in Siargao 3 times, and I have been doing that because I hate small planes. I hate traveling, so coming here, it's always like those small planes and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate for your time. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure you guys loved it. And guys, all Bia's info is gonna be on the description below. Go to her channel. She's on the way to reach 1,000. So yes,
in
please.
YouTube?
Yes, on YouTube.
I have 0.
So she's 0 right now. So if at least 1,000 people go to her channel, she'll be making a lot of podcasts around the Philippines, not just around the Philippines, worldwide. But now she's here, traveling the country. So now she's going to Siargao to experience the magical island, the island of fire, which is Siargao. Siargao is called Island of Fire. So guys,
and Siargao is the island of love, huh?
yeah, the island of love. Yes. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you guys. See you guys on the next episode. We gone. Peace. Obrigado.